what if theater could heal? What if going to see a theater play, you could connect deeper? Spiritual theater. God is a very sensitive creator and wants the best for everyone. We are performing art. Okay, so no excuses, we carry on. We carry on, guys, with our flow. Damn. You guys, I cannot video recently, I cannot film recently. Thanks to those gracious sounds of building and structuring and making something with human hands, with masculine hands. God, please, God, please. God, give me just half an hour. Just give me half an hour. I'm building here something important as well. Yeah, guys, that's you know how it works. You can meditate and feel super calm, and then life happens. Boom, you're being challenged. Boom, you're being tested. Yeah, but I'm chill actually, to be honest. I'm just acting. I'm just acting like very dramatic. I'm very dramatic. Very dramatic. Okay. Okay. Wow. Do we finally have a sound check? Sound check? Sound check? Sound check. Okay, God gave me some time to film. Oh my gosh. Sacral chakra is falling. Oh, vagina is falling as well. What is happening in here? Yeah. Alright, so God gave me some time to film. I'm so happy. You know, you guys, I thought I'm going to film in nature, but even there it's noisy sometimes, and the wind is so loud sometimes. Like every time I was there. Oh, you guys, they're building, but I'm building here as well. It's such a synchronicity. I feel like I'm being challenged. It's like no excuses. You hear me? No excuses. Okay, a little bit of drama. Life, you know, what would life be without some action? Okay. So basically, in the first videos, guys, of We Are Performing Art Flow, I spoke about the intention, which obviously it's much deeper and it is it's much more expanded than I shared in the first videos. So just flow with me. There's a lot to share, so I take you step by step. I shared what it is all about. So I shared about the Aquarius era and the intention behind the Aquarius sign and the meaning of the Aquarius sign. So we're definitely going to be uncovering. I'm just going to refresh those thoughts and intentions. So acting, which is so broad. I mean, come on, acting is everything. It's our movement, it's the way we create our personality, it's the way we interact with one another, it's the way the collective mind functions, right? And creates movement. So there's a lot of things related to acting. Imagination, tantric techniques, healing modalities, obviously meditation, it's all meditation. uncovering our creativity and our sexuality. So today I want to carry on with this flow. We're performing art flow and go a little bit deeper into acting. Okay, our mind is as creative as you can imagine, is as flexible as it can be. Our mind is infinitely abundant in ideas. Look at your body, look at your surroundings, look at the nature, look at the words we speak. Hear the words we speak, hear the sounds that are surrounding you. Observe animals, observe your behavior. I mean, come on, it's all movement. It's all the art of experiencing. It's all creativity constantly unfolding. Cute. It's like, like in Polish I would say like smyra. Smyra mnie. Smyra mnie. Roślina mnie smyra. Okay, so it means like it's like a touchy plant. It's like doing touchy touch. You're doing a touchy touch. So as I promised, we're going to be unfolding theater and its profound wisdom and acting. Obviously, it's endless, guys. It's endless. It's like it's without any. Yeah, it's endless. It's just infinite knowledge. So I'm going to take you from the basic knowledge that acting provides and allows a person to see themselves in a very profound way. So if you look at acting as movement that happens from your birth until your death, obviously symbolic death and birth, because spiritually you're always a pure consciousness, this universal energy that cannot die and it never ends. So from this human perspective, because we must be aware, we should be aware that there are 2 points of perspective: the spiritual you and the human you, right? The spiritual you is that pure life force energy that is always here and will always be. The physical you has some beginning and end, okay? That's also the beauty of life, because I don't know if we would like to live like forever in the same body. Who knows? But that's also changing. There are some chips. There is some technology. There is already technology being created that will affect our brain, so we will stop aging. That's crazy as well. Okay, but anyways, today we're not going into the aging topic because let's keep the focus, okay? Acting. From the beginning of your life till the end of your physical life is highlighted. You're in a movement of acting, whether you want it or not. The moment you open your eyes in the morning until the moment you close your eyes in the evening, in your human life, earthy life, cosmic. Earthy but cosmic, you know. You are always in a movement. That part that is the stillness is the spiritual you. The being, the stillness, which we have been exploring all the time here on this channel. And that's why also I'm here to bring in this spiritual wisdom that brings a lot of healing, a lot of insight, inner peace, but also to bring in that playfulness that theater teaches. And if you start observing your acting and you want it to become conscious, you want to become conscious of your habits, of your thought patterns, mental, meaning mental patterns, because thought patterns are the mental patterns, and the mind is ultimately what creates our perception about the reality. Then obviously, if you want to observe what can you change, if you want to have a different outcome, you need to be able to observe your own self. So in theater, you build a deep and huge, spacious, deep awareness about your own self and what it is that you are truly. And you build or open, I would say, open, unfold, uncover this spatial awareness that in acting is so essential, because you must be aware enough of yourself, of your surroundings, to even be aware of acting. Okay? Acting. Be aware that life is movement. And it should never happen just, on as something automatic. It should be a discovery, a excitement, doesn't have to be even excitement. It can be calmness in this experiencing. But it should always be that inner peace and happiness that you're alive. That you are alive and you're experiencing what it means to be alive. And so, welcome to the acting class. Thank you so much for being here. Take a notebook if you feel like it. Take a pen if you want to just write down important phrases, words that you pick up from what I'm here sharing. And I recommend you doing that with everything. Surround yourself with inspiration. Surround yourself with creativity. Surround yourself with a beautiful mind of yourself and others, because ultimately we are one collective mind. And our thoughts keep being somewhere in this space, and we are just exploring them, to be honest. We're just exploring our true potential. So to talk about acting, I felt like starting like that. To give you this spiritual rooted perspective about acting. And if you're new to this channel, go and explore my previous videos where I used to focus a lot on this spirituality and those spiritual teachings that are so essential to feel much more connected with your own self. And now I see it all clicking together, and I'm giving you tools so you can make those clicks as well by listening to those videos. So yeah, this is an invitation to go and explore other videos that can help you understand a non-duality state of being, oneness consciousness state of being, and so much more. So, acting. You will come across here on this channel different techniques. I'm sharing different techniques, different acting techniques, right? I even have a video about emotion intelligence that is also taken from theater, and I highly recommend it to go and explore it. Emotional intelligence. My dad currently is studying psychology as well, so it is very interesting how I already mentioned that, how psychology is rooted in theater and comes from theater. And when he shares with me what they study, what they learn, obviously it's all theater, it's all deeply rooted there, right? Psychology is part of our life. It's the way we move our body, as we said, the way we speak, with what intention we speak, how we are aware of ourselves, how we can change our voice to feel differently, right? So if I start speaking like that, if I take a deep breath in, I immediately change the whole atmosphere in here. Now I feel like talking slower. Now I feel like talking much more calm, to make you receive my message in a different way, and that's intentional. So now I want you to realize that you have a lot of different artists that came up with their own acting technique, and it's something that comes to you as an artist. And those techniques, oh my god, okay, once again, I need to do the touchy plant. touchy plant thing. Okay, so touchy plant, touch. You touch. I love you so much. You do the touchy touch. Oh, touchy touch. Oh, stop it. I love you so much. Do the touchy touch. Oh, no way. And the sounds from the construction next to the house. Okay. Oh my god. Please, 15 minutes. God, just 15 minutes. I promise I'm going to use it very wisely. Thank you. So you can come across different techniques, guys, and they can be infinite, right? Because we all can come across, no, they cannot be infinite actually. That's like bam. Not that many. That would be too many. Infinite? Maybe. Okay. So you can come across different acting, I already said that. So different actors in the past came up with different acting techniques. And obviously in acting there is no wrong and right. Like in life, you just yourself can explore what already is explored. You can explore what already wisdom other people, other humans, other souls, other artists created, and then you can yourself use that wisdom to shape it in a slightly different way, to maybe channel a new idea, to come up with a new idea. Come up. Just stretch a little. Okay, let's carry on. A Russian actor, Konstantin Stanislavski, came up with an idea that an actor, that's a very common, I mean not that common anymore, but a very known, let's say, very known technique for professional actors, that is called the method acting. An actor on a stage would, if he or she wanted to access any emotion or state of being, he or she would remember a situation from his personal life that made him feel the same way. And on the stage, the actor or actress would access that emotion through emotional memory. Oh! So many actors started to struggle because of that method. And my famous actor Heath Ledger died because of his mental health issues related to his acting career. Basically, the thing is about this profession that it's very complex if you don't have a very, very deeply developed spiritual awareness. So yeah, he basically went so deeply into his role, into his character, that he no longer could draw a line between his work and this art that you do and his personal life, because it's very difficult, guys. And that's why it's an art, and it's very important to talk about these things that I do here on this channel, because mental health is very, very important. So this method, right, would become very dangerous for acting, because because by doing the art on the stage, although I see there is something positive that could be used from that method, and I'm going to say it in a second. So by being on the stage, you would need to go to your personal life and access those emotions from your past experiences, right? And that would create that mess for me. And for many people these days, it's clear that this method wasn't the healthiest. Although it reminds me of something that you do in spiritual practices that is called regression, healing regression, that I did on myself, and you can do it with someone, with a person that is guiding you. So I see that this acting method is not a bad method, but the acting world went into a different direction thanks to another actor that came up with another acting technique that became very famous and much more simple and effective and healthier for an actor, and in his professional field, and also as a person in his personal life. So let me take a sip of tea. So basically, if you haven't heard about regression, what regression is that you come, usually it's guided by someone, right? It needs to be guided by someone because you're basically just relaxed, and the healer, the person that does for you the regression session, takes you on a journey to your subconscious mind and unlocks past memories and shifts them into something much more beneficial for you. Goes there to make you see certain things that blocks you, that are still there, that might affect you like in your current moment, right? So this person is guiding you basically, and you're meant to release something, you're meant to become aware of something that was stored in the subconscious mind. So I see this method definitely has a potential, and there is something good in it. But in today's acting world, there are a few more different methods, that acting techniques that are used, and they're received, as I said, in a much healthier and effective way. So his nephew, Konstantin Stanislavski's nephew, came up. He was a great actor. He's called Michael Chekhov, and Michael was a very passionate actor, and he saw that his teachers, Konstantin Stanislavski was his teacher, acting technique is not very effective and is not the most practical thing for an actor. So he came up with an acting technique that is called psychological gestures. So he explained how his teacher, oh my gosh, hello, dzięki, buzi. So basically, Michael Chekhov explained how his teacher was using the process of discovering the internal world to project something to the external world. So inside out. And Michael came up with a method, with an acting technique that was outside in. As we know, even mandalas are being created that way. If you don't know what are mandalas, this is a mandala. This is a sacral chakra symbol. That is here, the second energetic point in our body, that is responsible for our sexuality, creativity, and obviously our creation point. Here are a lot of mandalas. Here's another mandala. This is root chakra, right? This is a symbol of a root chakra. So how you can create a mandala is you can create it inside out or outside in. And they say even that it says something about the person, or maybe it says, I wouldn't go that deep because it really depends. It could be that it says something about the person, like that the person is like that all the time. But I see it more like in the moment as you're painting. You can be more introverted, so you're painting from outside in, but if you're more extroverted, you're painting from inside out. So that's a very interesting point. So Michael Chekhov was talking about psychological gestures, how psychological body movement is affecting your internal experience. And that is very interesting, right? Because he he started exploring it, and it became much more practical to actors to access an emotion, to be much more natural in their acting practice. Manila, yeah, boo, she was so cute like half an hour ago, just laying down on my back, and yeah, she's really cute. Touchy touch with plants. Look, she's doing the touchy touch. The touchy touch. Cute. Yeah, it's very interesting. Like, I love playing with her. Con la cola. How do you say tail? Colita. She's cute. Okay, so basically, yeah. So basically, that's very interesting, right? And he would explore every emotion, every intention that you would have in a story through psychological gestures. So basically, how your body language is affecting your psychological and emotional state of being. And he spread that acting technique in the world for professional actors, and that's used until today by many actors. And I'm very happy that you are here with me today, because whether you are an actor, a person, let's say, that is taking acting to professional level, meaning high quality art, cinema, theater, or you're just a person that wants to see himself or herself as an actor in a real life, because we all are actors in a way. We might not all of us have that deeply developed, but this potential is in us all the time. I'm going to massage you. This is my roller for the muscles. I'm giving her massages. Here's the needle mat. Maybe she needs some relaxation. Well, let's acupuncture for acupuncture. No. I love doing that for my hands, for my feet. Random information on our acting class. But that's so important, right? To take care of our body, because that's also acting, and it affects our psychological, emotional state of being. So, as I mentioned before, the acting world comes together with the real life, the life, the world that just a normal human experiences. And so we come back to this intention, right? We are performing art. Flow. This is my life project that is called We Are Performing Art. And when you realize that all those spiritual and artistic disciplines come together and you can use them for your own favor, your life becomes much more peaceful, happier, aligned, much more conscious. And I feel like that's the most valuable thing I can hear share. Manila is licking the yoga mat. Thank you for cleaning it. Manila? Manila, thank you. Manilka, dziękuję. Manilka, już starczy. Już mi umyłaś na całą matę. She's so cute. She's cleaning all my yoga mat, licking it. I'm like always like, it's okay, it's already clean, thank you. But she's still licking it. I don't know, like maybe I don't know why she's doing it, but it's interesting. Maybe she's like telling me do another yoga session, which I'll do. Okay. So when it comes to acting, obviously you can have different methods. At the end of the day, you choose which methods are more resonate with you more. Obviously, you can come up with a new acting method, and here are some also ideas are coming to me. And also what I share in here, acting, obviously, is all related to the character, right? Like the character. In acting, we say that it is always you in different circumstances. Even if you go into the acting world as a profession, you never consider yourself creating a scene with someone in theater or in cinema, and thinking, oh, this is not me, I need to become something else. No, because it is always you in different circumstances. The you that has that potential of maneuvering the character is the real you, the true you. The character is something that can change. The character is the personality that you change when you change your habits, when you change your mental patterns, when you change the way you move your body, when you change your voice tone, right? The character is something that is free to explore all the time. And we can also have different moments in our life when we act differently, right? Because it's just the spirit exploring the acting, exploring life, what it is. And recently I was watching Teal Swan. I think I have her hair, my cat's hair here, on the stage. And she's a spiritual teacher, and she takes people on the stage and she talks with them. And I saw this as it's like this spiritual performance that is this psychological conversation, this conversation that helps, that transforms. This is also the purpose of theater. Theater is there to entertain, of course, to share stories that transform, that inspire, that can serve creating goodness in the world. There are a lot of different purposes of theater. And when I saw her on the stage with this person from an audience, having this mental conversation. You can observe those characters, right? Like this, even if you're a psychologist, this is something that exists everywhere. Acting. Why someone is acting the way they do. Why this character behaves the way they behave. Why they have those mental patterns. And we can see acting as an entertainment, but we can also see it as an embodiment of someone's inner world, an embodiment of what this person went through in their personal life, how they feel, right? And so those two perspectives, obviously, they come together. And for me, acting develops a very creative mind. It develops a complete change in the way you perceive reality. Acting for me also develops this inner ability to be more compassionate, loving, empathetic towards other characters. Because of that inner liberation that you feel as an actor, because of that inner exploration that you do every day. Today I want you to pay attention to your character and other characters, and to see if you can connect with them on a deeper level, in a much more understanding way, in a much more compassionate way, and to still be playful with that. Yeah, thank you so much for today, and see you very soon. Bye bye.